top 10 quarterbacks in the transfer portal from the last 3 years, according to 247 Sports, guess how many of them have made the college football playoff? One, and that is Quinn Ewers this year. I want to talk about two players that I think could join Quinn Ewers in that category, and that is Cam Ward and Will Rogers. Now, Washington State, Mississippi State, these were not two teams that were ever really playoff contenders, but there's a really good chance that both of them will be playing for teams that are this coming season. Now, you might be saying to yourself or commenting right now, it's a 12-team playoff, a bunch of people are getting in, or I've seen that dude play before, I'm not buying it. Now, the 12-team playoff thing, you kind of have a point there. There is going to be like 3 times as many people in the college football playoff next year. But the second one, I think you're probably off and I'm probably right. I'm going to break down 2 plays from their last game, from their former team. And by the end of this, you might be on the hype train with me. This is early in the game, 7-0, Apple Cup, Washington State, Washington. Huge rivalry, maybe not nationally, but in this neck of the woods, huge rivalry. And Washington had a lot on the line. Let's look at this concept. He's going to end up hitting this big post down here. He's got a little switch release, and he's going to get his eyes over here to hold this free safety. Then he's going to send this guy on a basic route, and really it just comes down to this defender. Can I hold him long enough to be able to rip a post to my right from the 25-yard line with everything that I got? So here he is right here. You can see him. His eyes go left. He's, again, moving this safety right here off that spot. Does a great job. Comes back on time. It's one thing to come back. It's another thing to come back while you're hitching. Make a decision right now to throw it. Right foot hits the ground. Hands come apart. This ball is ripped. And we want that ball about 7 or 8 feet off the ground. I don't want anybody coming underneath. I want a guy to go up and get it like it's a rebound. And this is a seed in the back of the end zone. Here's his eyes. Holding that safety left. Sometimes young players look there for a second or they look at the safety. No, he's just trusting 1, 2, 3, hitch, come back over here, and then he just absolutely puts everything he's got on this. And from this angle, that's catchable. That guy still almost dropped it. But again, got to have it. Big rivalry game. I love seeing that. Next thing, a little later in the game, this is 3rd and 18. Now, take a peek at this coverage right here. Look at these guys. They're pre-snap. They're showing all sorts of weird stuff. They've got 3 guys down. They've got 2 linebackers right here. They've got 1, 2, 3 safety types. Now, he's probably watched a little bit of tape this week and goes, all right, there's a good chance this ends up being cover 1, which it does. So this guy ends up coming down. There's your middle field player. He's going to be one-on-one here. And then this corner right here, which is what he identifies early on, is inside leverage technique playing man. We love throwing these against that. 1 shuffle, ball's out. And yeah, he's open, but look for this ball placement. Again, 3rd and 18, rivalry game. That'll score. So got to have it situation. This is something that transfer portal teams looking for a quarterback, they don't care about height or your weight or your GPA at this point. They want somebody who didn't do this in high school on tape, but has proven they can do this at the college level on the biggest stage. And they're playing, this is against a college football playoff contending team that is the Pac-12 champs and had a lot to play for in this game, more to play for than Washington State did. And so plays like that keep showing up. And I didn't even get to him running around buying time, making people miss and doing stuff with his legs. Cam Ward is going to be a hot commodity in the portal, as he is already, and some team that's a contender and a quarterback away from contention might just land their guy. All right, let's take a peek at Will Rogers, Mississippi State. Met this dude at the Manning camp a few years ago. Coolest dude in any room, I promise you that. But he can also roll left and throw with his right arm, which is tough to do for guys. Here's a look. He's going to have a little switch release. This guy's going to come up and bend in. This guy's going to run the wheel route, and we're going to isolate this defender. If he plays over the top, we might back shoulder him. And if he ends up step for step or in his back pocket, we might go over the top. Sometimes you get that tweener where it's late in the progression. I'm not really sure which throw to make, so I've got to just rip it, high back shoulder, let my guy make a play if I have the defender's name and numbers facing me, meaning his back's to me. And look at Will right here. He's faking left, rolling, not able to really even get set, get stability here with this right leg, able to load that line of tension. Here comes that left leg swinging through, and this ball placement allowing his guy to go up and get it and make a play. So when you're playing these air raid offenses, a lot of times you're looking at it and you go, this guy, he just drops back and hits open guys. And they, we do that. We say that a lot during draft prep. The whole scouting community, everybody, all the experts are kind of going, well, he's throwing to open guys. That's always going to be the case when you're in air raid. Sometimes you got to make plays. and he gives this guy a chance to make a play. Again, if he leads him, you might go, that's underthrown. No, if he leads him down the field, this dude's going to blow him up. So it's actually great ball placement. Now, on the air raid side of things, similar spot on the field from their own 18. This is what you get in the SEC. You get some funky coverages. So really what this is these 3 defenders are on these 2 receivers. These 3 defenders are on these 2 receivers. And then this guy's just going to be one-on-one with the back. So pre-snap, you look cover 3, cover 1, what's it going to be? Well, it ends up being a bracket coverage. So just keep your eyes down here on this side of it. Okay. And number 1, this receiver, it's not really a slant, it's not really a bender. He's just kind of getting in this window. They use the back right here. This is a great scheme. Use the back to hold him and then stretch this guy out down the sideline so that we can really just isolate this defender. And what I've seen a lot of from Will is just on timing. There's one shuffle, ripped, balls out. Not a crazy highlight play, just an example of a dude being on time, accurate with the football. Peeks right to confirm, yeah, this is brackets. All right, brackets sends me back over here to number 1. And then look at the trust on this. This ball's leaving his hand right here, right? And it's going to continue to go over that defender, hit his boy right in the forehead, and Will continually on time, accurate, but like I showed in the other clip, can move around, buy time, and make plays. Again, another guy in the portal with the other 80 of his friends who, if he goes to a contender, I think that's kind of the missing piece. If you're a quarterback away from contention, I don't know. Here's 2 dudes that I would look at.